Hey folks, how's it going? I hope you're well and welcome to this video. This week I'm looking at base plates, more base plates. If you watched last week's video, which was the winter village station, you'll notice that the elevated town, I had to take that down again. The reason for that was because I was putting up shelves in the Lego room, so I had more places to store Lego. So the modulars currently are sitting on a shelf in this room, but not out on display. Another reason was that I needed to work on the base plate layout and everything like that. There was a gap between one base plate and the edge of the table, so I needed to find a way of filling that. Now, the obvious way is to cut a base plate, so that's going to happen, but I didn't really want to cut a Lego base plate, not because I have some sort of special attachment to Lego base plates, but I value them a lot. They have a resale value, you know, they hold their value basically. So I wanted to find an alternative that I could use for that purpose. So I went onto Amazon and I was looking at base plates and I found two possibilities. One is this one, which is by Mako Toys, and another one is by Brickyard. Both of these are available on both Amazon in the UK and Amazon in the US. So I'll show you both products and then go for it. I've also got a bit of a haul, some boxes to open. Basically, most of it's base plates, even more base plates, but some of it isn't. So these are the Mako Toys base plates. These are, as you can see, 32 by 32. They're more of the old green colour. Here we go. So this is the old green for Lego, and that's fairly similar. These are a bit shinier, and of course they haven't got the Lego logo on because they're not genuine Lego. But 32 by 32, the clutch power is pretty good on them. I'll show a test later with that going on, but certainly what we would consider a base plate, this matches up with that, so that's good. The second one's the Brickyard. These are advertised as base plates and they've got base plates on them, but I would consider them more traditionally as a plate. So these are 32 by 32 plates, which I thought was pretty good. I can't really cut them and use them as base plates on my layout because they are too thick, but they do them in different colours, so I've ordered some grey ones of these because instead of using the 16 by 16 plates that I have been using for the elevated town, I'm just going to slap on a 32 by 32 plate. So I don't really have a problem with using these, as Lego don't make them, so these are just filling a gap and they're making things a lot stronger. So those are the base plates I was looking at, and I've got, I need to try and chop up this one, so I'll be going through that later in the video, just finding out how it's going to go and how it's going to work. So we'll see how they cope with being chopped up and sanded slightly, just to keep the edges nice and clear. But let's move on to opening the boxes and then I'll get on to chopping these up. Right, so I'm just going to open this package first. This is actually a Bricklink order. I made this order. Well, this is also going to go towards train track setups as well because they're extremely useful. But I did buy these before I realised that the 32 plates would be extremely useful in the city build as well. So 10 more of these, which are useful for the support structures for the bridges and everything like that, and well, general building, nothing really. So that's one Bricklink order. This order, this is just more track. I have started working on ideas for train track setup number 10. 10 is going to be a biggie, I hope, just because it's number 10, and yeah, I want to do something special for the 10th track setup really. So I'm always buying track, looking out for when it's reduced in price on Amazon, and I get bits every so often, and that builds up my collection. So it doesn't happen overnight, but yeah, a little bit at a time and you end up with lots of stuff. So next up, this. Oh, this is another track. This must have been another order. So more track. And then there we go. Okay, so these are Mako Toys, but they are grey base plates, 32 by 32. So Lego don't do grey 32 by 32, they only do 48 by 48. So they do the bigger grey base plates, but these will be useful. I will have a grey base plate part in the city, and well, I'll be chopping these ones up. I know on the Brickyard base plate website, the Brickyard website, they actually have a guide on how to chop up the base plates. So if they're recommending, then I think these will also be able to handle it as well. So hopefully we'll find out. Finally, this big box, which is pretty heavy. Okay, and here we have grey 32 by 32 plates. These are more Brickyard ones, so they're going to be underneath the elevated city. I bought 3 packs of 4 of these, and I also got another 2 4-packs of the Mako Toys as well. So that means I've got 4 times 4 base plates. So that's all the plates that I've got. Okay, so now I want to find out how well these deal with being chopped up. So I'll clear this away. So this is the Mako Toys base plate I'm going to use. I'm also going to use a very sharp knife. So if you're doing this at home, make sure you've got someone who knows what they're doing, a responsible adult, etc. Now on the Brickyard website, they do actually have a guide to how to cut up the base plates. But I want this to be 11 studs wide, so I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And I'll place my base plate here. Okay, so that took a little bit of effort, but these are 2, well, neither one are Lego, and they do fit together. They are holding together just about, so I think that'll do. That's good enough for me. So I'll take the knife and score down here. The reason for putting this base plate is it marks the middle of the sort of the gap between the studs. So slicing this is just a case of scoring and scoring and scoring over and over again. Finally get through. I think I can just take that away. Even though I've been scoring alongside this, I haven't actually damaged it at all, so that's good. So there's the sliced base plate. Not the smoothest job, it was just a case of cutting down and down and down again, over and over again. As you can see, it's not the straightest. I'm sure after a few times of cutting these, and I'll improve my technique, but I think I can safely say that I'm glad it wasn't a Lego base plate that I was cutting for this job anyway. But these will go in the city, and hopefully the entire tabletop will now be covered with studs. I'll do a quick clutch test with these. When I was joining the 2 base plates together, it did take a bit of effort, but these are large base plates and lots of studs joining on, so I can kind of forgive it for that. These are just normal 2x4s, and they fit on perfectly well. Just like that. So I'm quite happy with that cut. So that's it for this video. I have put Amazon affiliate links to both the US stores and UK stores for both these base plates. I've started using Amazon affiliate links in some of the videos just to help support the channel really. Basically, if you use the Amazon affiliate link, you click on that link and you go to Amazon and then you purchase something, then a percentage of that sale will come to the channel. If you've enjoyed this video or you enjoy what I do on the channel, then click the thumbs up, and if you haven't already, then click subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.